Hey guys, this is one of the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. It is tablet number 8, the Key of Mysteries. And this just kind of blew my mind, so I just want to read the tablet. And Thoth said, "Speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. Enter the blue litten temple and bathe in the fire of all life. Know, O man, thou art complex, a being of earth and of fire. Let thy flame shine out brightly. Be thou only the fire. Wisdom is hidden in darkness when lit by the flame of the soul. Find thou wisdom and be light born, a son of the light without form. Seek the evermore wisdom, find it in the heart of the flame. Know that only by striving and light pour into thy brain. Now I have spoken with wisdom, list to my voice and obey. Tear open the veils of the darkness, shine a light on the way. Speak, I of ancient Atlantis, speak of the days of the kingdom of shadows, speak of the coming of the children of shadows. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen." Oh my gosh. Let me finish this and I'll go back. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. Far in the past, before Atlantis exists, men there were who delved into the darkness using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Let me repeat those two little lines. Out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. Far in the past, before Atlantis exists, men there were who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Forth they came into this cycle. Formless were they of another vibration, existing unseen by the children of earthmen. Only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. In ages past were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place where they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and plains unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, but at times they appeared among men. When the blood was offered, for they came they to dwell among men. When the blood was offered, wow. In the form of man, they amongst us, but only to sight were they as men. Serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted, but appearing to man as men among men, crept they into the councils, taking forms that were like unto men. Oh gosh. Slaying by their arts the chiefs of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling over man. Only by magic could they be discovered, only by sound could their faces be seen. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. Oh my God. Sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. AI, maybe. I don't know. It's not. Okay, let me finish. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic and able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent, able to send him back to his place. Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet beware, the serpent still liveth in a place that is open at times to the world. Unseen they walk among thee in places where the rites have said. Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of men. Called may they be by the master who knows the white or of the black, but only the white master may control and bind them while in the flesh. Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear, for only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadow of fear. Fuck, I love that. Ooh, I might have to repeat that. Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear, for only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadow of fear. Know ye, O my brother, that fear is an obstacle great. Be master of all in the brightness, the shadow will soon disappear. Heed ye and heed my wisdom, the voice of light is clear. Seek not the valley of shadow, and light will only appear. List ye, O man, to the depth of my wisdom. Speak, I of knowledge hidden from man. Far have I been on my journey through space-time, even to the end of space of the cycle. I glimpsed the hounds of the barrier, lying in wait for he who would pass them. In that space where time exists not, faintly I sensed the guardian of cycles. Move they only through angles. This is the weird part. Move they only through angles. Free are they not of the curved dimensions. Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier. Follow they consciousness to the limits of space. Think not to escape by entering your body. For follow they fast the soul through angles. Only the circle will give you protection, save from the claws of the dwellers of angles. Once in a time past, I approached the great barrier and saw on the shores where time exists not, the formless forms of the hounds of the barrier. I, hiding in the mist beyond time, I found them, and they, scenting me afar off, raised themselves and gave the great bell cry that could be heard from cycle to cycle and moved through space toward my soul. Fled I then fast before them, back from time's unthinkable end, but ever after me pursued they, moving in strange angles not known to men. I, on the gray shores of time, space, end, found I the hounds of the barrier, ravening for the soul who attempts the beyond. Do you understand what this is saying? Probably not. Fled I through circles back to my body, fled, and fast after me they followed. I, after me, devourers followed. Okay. Seeking through angles to devour my soul. I, know ye man, that the soul who dares the barrier may be held in bondage by the hounds from beyond time. Held till this cycle is completed and left behind when the consciousness leaves. So they're fucking ugh. Entered I my body, created the circles that know not angles, created the form that from my form was formed, made my body into a circle and lost the pursuers in the circles of time. But even yet, when free from my body, cautious ever I must be, not to move through angles, else my soul may never be free. Know ye the hounds of the barrier move only through angles and never through curves of space. Only by moving through curves can ye escape them, for in angles they will pursue thee. O man, heed ye my warning. Seek not to break open the gate beyond. Few there are who have succeeded in passing the barrier of great light that shines beyond. For know ye, ever the dwellers seek such souls to hold in their thrall. Listen, O man, and heed ye my warning. Seek ye to move not in angles but curves. And if while free from the body, thou hearest the sound like the bay of the hound, ringing clear like a bell like through thy being, flee back to the body in circles. Penetrate not the mist before. When thou has entered the form thou hast dwelt in, use thou the cross and the circle combined. Open thy mouth and use thou thy voice. Utter the word and thou shalt be free. Only the one who of light has the fullest and can hope to pass by the guards of the way. And then must he move through the strange curves and angles that are formed in direction not known to man. List ye, O man, and heed my warning. Attempt not to pass the guards on the way. Rather should ye seek to gain thine own light and make thyself ready to pass on the way. Light is thine ultimate end. O my brother, seek and find ever the light on the way. So I just wanted to read through that tablet, and now I'm going to go into the deep, deep meanings of what the heck that is. And I'm not going to post this on Spotify. This is going on my Patreon, and you can find the link probably on Finkers, but it's on Patreon. Oh my God, that tablet was deep as shit. Like, what? So I have all these notes I need to discuss. So, all right, the first couple sentences, it says on Emerald Tablet 8, it says, speak thou in words without voice to those who dwell down below. So are they saying, obviously they're saying don't speak out loud. Like they're saying speak in your head or speak in your heart or through your soul to those who dwell down below. But if later in this, it literally says that the people that are below are bad. So, okay, so don't speak. And then it says, let thy flame shine out brightly. Be thou only the fire. My understanding is fire is the esoteric or occult representative of spirit. Okay, so it's like, let your flame or let your spirit shine out brightly and be only spirit. And it says wisdom is hidden in darkness when lit by the flame of the soul. That you basically saying you can find it when it's lit by the flame of the soul. But how do you do it, you know? Okay, and then here's more of my notes. It says that seek ever more wisdom, find it in the heart of the flame. Know only that by striving in light to pour into thy brain, right? So is they're saying like my heart chakra, that center is its own spirit or soul along with my brain? And yet I'm not sure, but maybe that's what it's saying is like seek the wisdom in your heart rather than the I don't know. Okay, let's keep going. Then here we go. Listen to this shit, because this is crazy. This is from the Thoth tablets. If this is even correct, like translation or whatever, this says, out of the great deep were they called by the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. So in my understanding, this is saying, like, dark magicians or people who are, worship the dark or Satanists, they wanted great power, so they went out of the great deep were they called. Doesn't that sound like the sea monster Leviathan, like who is said in the Bible to be like the devil or Satan? Out of the great deep were they called. Or maybe it's just bad negative energy. By the wisdom of earthmen, called for the purpose of gaining great power. So it's like literally men who just wanted to have like some power, fucking Satanists. They called out these people. So far in the past, before Atlantis, men who delved into darkness, using dark magic, calling up beings from the great deep below us. Hello, what about CERN? They're summoning dark beings? What the hell? And then it says, forth came they into this cycle. I'm like, this cycle, are they talking about the age of Aquarius? Formless were they of another vibration. Great, we really have no fucking clue what we're dealing with. Existing unseen by the children of earthmen. So we can't fucking see them. I guess we can only sense them by sound and vibration. I don't know. Oh no, here we go. This is bad. It says only through blood could they have formed being. Only through man could they live in the world. Only through blood. Is that why we had human and life sacrifices for the blood? Is this what our blood is really about? Is this why they take our blood? Is this why when we go and give blood and whatnot, we have to really understand that these people are not like us. And that's another thing we're going to get into, because it says fucking serpent head. He says, okay, listen. Okay, so it says that only through blood, because they have been formed. And then said, okay, that's my note for sacrifice. And it says, in ages past were they conquered by masters, driven below to the place whence they came. But some there were who remained, hidden in spaces and plains unknown to man. Lived they in Atlantis as shadows, but at times appeared among men. When the blood was offered, for they came, they dwelled to among men. So it's saying when they offered blood, or maybe they offered a body or something. And that's other research I'm looking into, is how they created like artificial life, right? You have to go to my Patreon for that. This is crazy. And this is from the Emerald Tablets. If this is proper, if Zacharias, it wasn't even Zacharias Sitchin who, I don't think he translated these. I think it was Michael something. You have to look into it. You do your research. But then it says, in the form of man they amongst us, but only to sight were they as men. Like they're saying, only through our sight do we see them as men. It says, serpent-headed when the glamour was lifted. And that made me think, oh my God, this whole reptilian talk about how they are just sucking our loosh. Like it's like an energy harvesting thing, possibly. And then also the kids and the adrenochrome and our energy, because we don't understand it. They're sucking us through our energy, through the phone. Have you noticed the phone is becoming more addicting? It's very hard to put it down, and it's an addiction. I don't know what it is, but it's not good. This is a violation. We're being pummeled here. We're being fucking pummeled, which is probably why I'm just going to end up posting this publicly, because I can't handle this alone anymore. And I'm going to pray, and I'm going to ask that the universe, please send me someone who will listen to this and reach out to me and help me come up with something to help people. I have to be working on something to help. And when I feel stagnant, that I can't do stuff because, I can't get a hold of the products I need to get a hold of, or the research. It's just so much. I just need someone to fucking stand with me. And I'm just, if you're of God, I need you to reach out now. All right. Then it says, but appearing to man, crept they into the councils. That was my understanding of crept they into the government. They went into like our churches and government, taking forms that were like unto men. Well, there you go. That just kind of proves my point about Elon. Slaying by their arts, like hypnotizing us with their, artistry or whatever. The chief of the kingdoms, taking their form and ruling over men. So it's saying the chief of the kingdoms, is that Satan taking human form and ruling over men? Only by magic could they be discovered. Only by sound could their faces be seen. I'm telling you, sound is everything. And then it says, sought they from the kingdom of shadows to destroy man and rule in his place. That is, it's like, is that AI? Is that the false light? I mean, it's gotta be one or the other. But know ye, the masters were mighty in magic. So it's saying, able to lift the veil from the face of the serpent and send him back to his place. What is this, like the pit? Came they to man and taught him the secret, the word that only a man can pronounce. I don't know what this is. Swift then they lifted the veil from the serpent and cast him forth from the place among men. Yet, beware, the serpent still liveth. And that's where I said, is this Leviathan? And then I wrote Job 41, Psalm 74:14, and Isaiah 27:1, where it mentions Leviathan. Then it goes, they go into a place that is open at times to the world. So it says, is this the pyramids or the Vatican? Unseen, they walk among thee in places where the rites have been said. Rites, is that like secret societies or religion? Again, as time passes onward, shall they take the semblance of man? And then I just wrote, look up the word semblance. Called may they by Jesus Christ. Called may they be by thy master who knows the white or the black. So there you go, the occult. But only the white master may control and bind them while in flesh. Yeah, how do you bind someone? Oh God, this is hard. Oh my God, this is like stuff that we really don't know. No one does this stuff. God, oh my gosh. Seek not the kingdom of shadows, for evil will surely appear. For only the master of brightness shall conquer the shadow of fear. Know ye, O my brother, the fear is an obstacle great. Be master of all in the brightness. The shadow will soon disappear. Okay. Seek not the valley of the shadow. The light will only appear. So don't go into the shadow. Go into that. Well, you know what? Whenever I try to raise my vibration, or if I feel like, I always say love, but then I always say of the highest light of the highest. Maybe I should start saying brightness or what? I don't know. Then he talks about the hounds of the barriers. Listen to this. I glimpsed the hounds of the barrier. I think they're talking about like wherever it is that our souls are not being able to pass through after death. Like this goes deep. The hounds of the barrier lying in wait for he who would pass them in that space time where time exists not. Faintly, I sensed the guardians of cycles. And again, what is that? Like the age of Aquarius, the guardians of the age, or these watchers? Who the fuck are these people? Why don't we know about this? Move they only through angles. Well, you know that they say angels are angles. Or like points of like the sun hits different points of the earth or the zodiac with different sun rays at different angles. That's why the mineral salts, that's why you're deficient in certain mineral salts. Moved they only through angles. Free are they not of the curved dimensions. This is crazy. I have crazy notes for this, but because I'm probably going to just end up posting this on Spotify, I'm not going to go into it deeply here. You'll have to go to Patreon for that. Strange and terrible are the hounds of the barrier. So he's saying they're not good. Follow they consciousness to the limits of space. Think not to escape by entering your body, for follow they fast soul through angles. They're saying they fucking come after you. Only the circle will give you protection, save from the claws of the dwellers of angles. I'm not, obviously that's some big shit that I'm not going to go into here. Go to Patreon. Or reach out to me. I would love that. If you really want to, I would love to talk about this. Honestly, I really do want to talk about this stuff, but I don't want to provide such deep knowledge to people who aren't ready for it, and who aren't asking for it. So if you want to, obviously, I would love to talk. I have all these notes. Please, I would love to go into this angle fucking thing. What the hell they're talking about here, but I'm not going to go that deep into it, publicly. So then it says that, hiding in the mist before time I found them, and the hounds, and they, scenting me afar off, like they could smell him, I guess, or just sense him, raised themselves and gave the great bell cry that could be heard from cycle to cycle. Interesting. I'm gonna write that down. Some bell cry that you can hear. Oh my gosh! Is that the cataclysm? Like the floods? That could be heard from cycle to cycle and moved through space toward my soul. Fled I then fast before them back from time's unthinkable end, but even after me they pursued, moving in strange angles not known to man. What the fuck, guys? Go to my Patreon or reach out to me. I really want to talk to someone about this. I really do. Like, I want someone who's actually on my level to talk to me about this. So, well, anyone can, but you need to reach out, and I'm not putting this publicly. Okay. Sorry, we're not going to start it so long. I didn't realize it was, I was taking, okay. Seeking, okay, so it's seeking through angles to devour my soul. So this is like Thoth, who's supposed to be this like all-knowing person or whatever, very hermetic wisdom, Hermes. And he's saying that he's like, that these things are trying to devour his soul. You know what devour means? Look it up. Look into that. Know ye, man, that the soul who dares the barrier may be held in bondage by the hounds from beyond time, held till this cycle is completed and left behind when consciousness leaves. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why is this knowledge being hidden from us? This is sick. This is fucking sick. When I told you they were trapping our souls, I wasn't fucking lying. I don't lie. Entered I my body, created the circles that know not angles, created the form that my form was formed, made my body into a circle, and lost the pursuers in the circles of time. Yet man, heed my warning, seek not to break open the gate beyond. Few have succeeded in passing the barrier to greater light that shine beyond. For no, even ever the dwellers seek the souls to hold them in thrall. Listen to my warning. Move not in angles, but curves. And while free from the body, if you hear the sound like the bay of the hound, ringing clear like a bell through your being, flee back to your body. And, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, someone, if you honestly want to talk to me about it, I have a lot of thoughts on this because I have to figure out what he means. I have to figure out what this all means. And I have like some deep thoughts about this, but you know what another thing people will do is that they'll listen to my information and stuff and they'll take what they learn and they'll go and like, they don't want to take it and apply it to help other people. They take it to selfishly just enrich themselves. So that's another reason why I'm like, I'm not going to go into all my deep thoughts on this because if you have a soul, you will reach out to me. And fortunately, many don't, though. Okay, so that was my short little breakdown of how this Emerald Tablet 8, like the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, the Key of Mysteries, Emerald Tablet 8. Now, I also have to say, like, this is the book that I got from Billy Carson. And Billy, like, I do love Billy, but I know the truth about reality. And he's kind of a plant or a sellout because a lot of things he says are kind of like sellout. But I don't think he translated this. I think these are just his opinions and thoughts with them. So I just kind of like am blown the fuck away. And every time I read like the Emerald Tablets or whenever I read like another whenever I read the Emerald Tablets, I always learn something new. Even if I've read it 100 times, whenever I pick it up, I learn something new. Like this is crazy. Like there's so many hidden meanings behind this stuff. And yeah, please do reach out to me if you're interested in that. And hearing, because that's what I'm going to dive into right now is I'm going to try to figure out the symbolism behind this and what he's like talking about and where I can find more information on this. And please, if you can, please send to my Venmo at Faith Eats All Day or my PayPal using my email or my phone number, which is should be on my it's fgoldfl@gmail. I have some things that I want to buy that are supposedly supposed to detox metals and detox technology out of your body. I could really use some financial support so I can buy those things. And I'll obviously show everyone what I get and what happens with them. But we're really like lacking on time here. I really need to get some things. I don't need anything more than like $100, maybe 200 to get a couple things to try. Oh my God. If please someone help me help other people. And like, if not, like, know that that's on you. Your soul is in your hands, but I will not forgive it, and God is the end judge, so not me. That's really all I got. I mean, I don't really get anything out of like calling you guys names anymore or freaking out. I've done all I can do. I am so energy drained. I'm so sad. Like, I'm fucking so sad. I'm so sad. Oh my God, I feel so sad. And I feel really fucking alone. Like, I tried to talk to my brother about all this a long time ago when I found out. Because we didn't get the shots. And I still think it doesn't matter. Like, I still think he's, like, not right. Because he won't talk to me. And, like, I even said to him, I said, this is, like, concerning our own mom. Like, this is something I really need to talk to someone about. And he just kind of, like, laughed at me. And I was thinking, you know what? That's not right. Like, what if that is like demonic? Because first of all, the Bible says, don't trust someone who says they love God, but is nasty to their brother, whatever. Then he's older than me, and I don't understand. I haven't done anything to him. I'm trying to like, there is no excuse for it anymore. Like, I'm fucking tired of people fucking treating me like this. I'm really fucking tired of it, but I can handle it. I'm fucking strong. Like, I am my fucking dad's daughter. Like, my dad is in me, and like, he is like a lot of strength for me. But I'm telling you, like, this is really fucking hard. And I keep trying to research and find solutions. And I found some solutions, but I just don't know how to test them out and like figure out if they can work without being able to physically buy anything right now. And it's like, it's too much for me to do all this research, find out all this heavy shit, want to help people. And like, oh my God, I can't do everything at once. I'm literally gonna fucking have a heart attack. I've been having these panic attacks where I fucking collapse to the ground. I've never had that happen before. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the fuck is going on, what the fuck they're doing. And I'm done. I'm done being like this fucking jester for you guys. I really am. Please hear me. Please stand with me. Of the highest light, of the highest good, of the highest love.